candelabra that was supposedly used in the Haunted Mansion that is on sale on eBay for nearly $4,000.
I wonder if I could just do that. Be like, yo, I got a candelabra from Disney. $8,000. Private seller. No refunds.
Prop is authentic. It was likely stolen from the parks, but Disney collectors often do not mind
No refunds.
and are willing to pay top dollar to get a piece of the parks in their home. It's estimated that Buzzy's gloves alone.
Where is it you would like to go, lad? For just a few coin, my griffins can get ye there faster than even the swiftest horse.
In the hypothalamus,
These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll
no refunds.
And maybe show you something new at the same time.
Shut up, you. Hello, number 2. How are you? Yeah, no refunds. I got some feet pics to sell on OnlyFans. They're only $45 a picture. $90 if you buy 2. Well, more like $100 if you buy 2. Not $45. $100 if you buy 2. Okay.
Show had been red tagged, meaning that they were marked to be stored away in the archives. This meant that the pavilion would likely be undergoing some massive changes in the coming years, and more likely that urban exploring in the area would no longer be possible.
I think one of the funniest statements of all time is no refunds. Because, I mean, like, it's just such a funny statement. No, I could write a thesis paper about the statement no refunds, right? No refunds. No refunds, right? No refunds, right? No refunds. So, no refunds is an interesting, like, phrase that implies many things, such as some kind of system when there really isn't one. It implies that there's some kind of system. Like when you go into Walmart and you think, oh, this place has to give me a refund. Some kind of quote unquote system. Trust me, it's an entity trying to make money. There is no quote unquote system for refunds. There is no quote unquote policy. That's another word that's really funny. Policy is a word that they use in insurance. That's an insurance term, or yeah, I mean, really, it's an insurance term. It has nothing to do with like Walmart or like really common consumer lies, right? Common consumer lies. You know what I'm saying? These are bad ones too. Consumer lies, common consumer lies. You know what I'm saying? Like no refunds, right? That's kind of funny, but because that implies that there's some kind of system, and I say it in quotes, where there's like a policy, where I say it in quotes, where like by law, I'm gonna say that in quotes too, by law, by law, right, or whatever. This is entirely, by the way, made up shit in your mind. It's all relative, kind of. But this shit is all made up in your mind, like, right? Like it's like no refunds is such a funny like blanket term for basically scamming. Because it's like it implies some kind of system, despite there's no system out there to fix prices or protect you from shenanigans or ripoffs or anything like that. There's no system out there like imposed by law where they have to give you a refund. Refund itself should be in quotes. All these things are essentially things they made up to sell you stuff. They're like, none of these things actually exist. These are common consumer lies that actually mean nothing. They mean nothing but your money. They mean nothing. Nothing but your money. That's it. It means nothing but your money. That's it. That's all this means. So no refunds is always a really funny thing when they say no refunds, right? Because it's like, is that by law? Is there some lawyer protecting you? Does the government step in if you don't give something for free that you promised that you were gonna? Remember when Kai Cenat was trying to give away all those free PS5s in Brooklyn? and like a swarm of 45,000 people showed up and had a feeding frenzy because $500 PS5 is the most money they've ever had in their lives. Which is why you don't give free PS5s away ever, because some of those people, that's more money than they've ever had in their lives. I'm sorry, but a smart person wouldn't have done it. So anyways, no refunds. Walmart, Walmart's always a kind of a quote, like Walmart has official policies and such, right? Official. I like to say this in quote too, because there's no laws. There's no laws, right? There's no laws, no government, no G, right? No G. It's all cap. All of it is cap. It's all cap. There's no laws, no G, all cap, because there's no such thing as like refund law or quote unquote policy or quote unquote official or quote unquote system or quote unquote Walmart or whatever the fuck, like this stuff about like no refunds is a really funny thing because it's kind of like somebody selling lemonade on a corner but trying to act like they're being overseen by the FCC. But no, most people are not overseen by the FCC. The only people overseen by the FCC are the people who actually need to understand the quotations around the word policy and such. Like OSHA. OSHA is a policy. Workforce safety, or OSHA. You gotta use the it's just like the no refunds. OSHA is a standard for safety, and no, there's no government entity. There's no laws. There's no ballots. There's no writing in place to define something like a return policy in this culture in America. There's no such law or government or anybody who's ever going to enforce something like a return policy ever. That's something that retail people do to essentially trick you. And we know how they work. They know that they're okay with giving you a refund one or two times in your lifetime for even some big ticket item, even if it means that you'll continue to come in there and blow, $10,000 a year for another 20 years. Walmart will give you a refund, and good for them. But that's about the only time you're ever going to get a refund, short of like online concierges such as Amazon or some such. Refunds are not something that are normally brought up in polite conversations with traders in the modern era. Refunds are not something I think America kind of came up with this weird delusion that refunds are normal, or that they're like backed by law, or they're forced by law, or that false advertisement is actually against the law, but it's not. People false advertise all day long. And when you finally understand that there's quotes around these words, such as no refunds.
Where that could happen. A second theft occurred. This time, Buzzy's headphones, hat, and brown bomber jacket were taken from the riot.
Did you have to steal Buzzy? They were gonna make that into Inside Out. Come on, that was the look at this fucking picture that they're showing. Tell me that this picture is not Inside Out. You remember Inside Out when they're like inside the girl's head, and there's like anger and pride and joy and sadness and all this, and they're looking out through the eyes of the little girl and all this. You want to tell me that Buzzy was not the fucking motivation for Inside Out? And yeah, that's probably why they let it sit in there and never touched it, never sold it, and never fixed it, never like worried about it. They were just like, this is our property and we're going to let it sit there until it spawns a AAA billion-dollar fucking Disney movie like Inside Out, right? That's going to live throughout the ages. Or you can vandalize it and steal it.
No, that Disney was made aware of this theft on August 8th, but chose to keep the theft quiet in order to not draw attention to
Oh, did you steal the Inside Out, Muse? You shouldn't have stolen the Inside Out, Muse. I mean, say what you want about Disney and all this shit. I think you're too obsessed with them. You're a Disney adult. And yeah, and this is a buzzword. It has a Wikipedia page. Disney adults, right? You're a Disney adult.
Disney adults
we're gonna come to view count. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait. Okay, can I at least pretend to... Wait. Okay. It's dropping, no! I want my chance! No, do it again.
That girl was way better at that than you. Way better. Women are just better than men. Uh-oh.
This man who has autism was super excited to meet his favorite Disney princess, Tiana. He stood in line waiting patiently just so he could give her a special gift from his heart. And Tiana's reaction was absolutely priceless.
Right. Yes, I meet a lot of friends. Here's a prize for you. Yes. Really? Yes.
It was a beautiful reminder that kids who have special needs grow up to be adults who have special needs. And they still deserve the same kindness and understanding.
Also, you. Yes, go ahead and keep it.
It is. It is. I wish I didn't relate so much to that, but that's pretty much how I was my entire life with women. I never had a problem with women, but I definitely acted like that. And I use words like milady. Milady is always a cute one. You know, like Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace, he always calls Padawan fucking milady and all this. And then my favorite fantasy author. So like I came up with kind of Tips Fedora, but I don't like Tips Fedora. I think it's fake and shitty.
What had happened and alert the potential thieves. In documents, Disney had reportedly hired private investigators to look into the crime, at which point they came across the Twitter.
I love this stupid, weird internet video. I've watched it like 5 times. Something about the idea of you against Disney, you stealing their stuff from their park after hours as you urban explore their Disney World area, and, you know, and the subsequent court battles and complete man shaming and man joke that this man became is all entertaining to me.
Account Backdoor Disney.
Yeah, I got a backdoor for your Disney.
In late 2018, a Twitter account going by the name Backdoor Disney would begin posting.
Yeah, you know what that means, right? Yeah, he's going in the back door. He's butt raping Disney. I just had to say it.
The account would post exclusive, never before seen.
BRB, I gotta
Disney
pee.
World, showing rides with their lights completely on, backstage areas, and footage of Disney animatronics. The account was said to be run by someone who was or had been working at the parks and could get footage that the average park goer couldn't. Within a few months of posting, the account was able to gain over 8,000 followers, with people actively requesting more content. The person behind the account subsequently made a YouTube channel and began posting more urban exploring content, exploring Epcot's Imageworks and other backstage areas. His content, though impressive, was also incredibly antagonistic towards Disney. After nearly a week of posting, the person behind the account would go on to state that they were a disgruntled former employee of the park who had been forced to quit after being disillusioned by the corporation. They claimed that they noted multiple issues within the parks themselves. like how security was too lax and how Disney allowed for people like him to get away with being in backstage areas. He also claimed that he had witnessed multiple instances of sexual harassment and employee abuse, stating that the manager had told a character actor not to eat because she would be too bloated to look like a princess. Backdoor Disney reportedly wanted to be a voice for the voiceless and stand up for the men and women who still worked at the park by posting pictures and videos that Disney wouldn't want.
You're not a Disney rebel. You're just a Disney adult who's obsessed themselves into a corner. And it's okay. You have to obsess yourself out of that corner.
The public to see. He reportedly stated that Disney would likely try to take him down and to silence him.
You just have to obsess yourself out of that obsession corner that you've obsessed yourself into. I'm sorry, you didn't paint yourself. You obsessed yourself into the corner. And I need you to obsess yourself out of that Disney adult corner.
Willing to be the martyr for this cause. Nearly 2 weeks after beginning his account, Backdoor Disney claimed
Backdoor Disney is so good.
Had already put him in the corporation's line of fire. He tweeted, quote,
"For the time being, I am halting my backstage posts. I am still taking submissions and will start posting other people's content in the future. I'm gonna let Disney's security focus on catching the real dangers and worry less about the minor things that are happening like me. I am just a minor thing that costs $800,000 worth of damage."
For the time being, I am halting my backstage posts. I am still taking submissions and will start.
They'll take care of the minor things that are happening, unlike me. I'm not minor. I didn't cause any damage or anything.
Posting other people's content in the future. I'm going to let Disney security focus on catching the real dangers and worry less about the minor things that are happening like me.
Yeah, like don't worry about me. Just worry about how I stole your animatronic. Don't worry about me. Worry about the theft of the animatronic.
Which, to be clear, Backdoor Disney...
I have watched this like 4 times. This is like my favorite video on fucking YouTube. It's so stupid. There's like 5 videos that are super good, and this is one of them. Because it's just like dude in his mind... Dude in his mind convinces himself that he is against Disney and that he has to fight Disney by stealing animatronics from Disney World because he just happened to grow up at in the same county as Disney World or whatever. So he's like the local, and he looks at the ravages of Disney and he thinks, I have to steal a Disney animatronic and actively drum up hate against them in an internet community for some reason because they gave me a job in their animatronics hut one day.
He did pose a real and obvious security threat to Disney, as well as a safety threat to parkgoers. His posts were not innocuous, especially given that he would directly show people how to break into backstage areas.
Oh yeah, here's how you just get in there and steal $100,000 worth of Disney shit. That could never go bad, could it?
Disney parks, and he actively encouraged others to follow in his footsteps.
Just steal all the animatronics. That's fine. They won't miss them.
The backstage areas that had little to no security and directly told his followers.
Little to no security. When I think of Disney, I think, how many billions of dollars did you guys bilk out of those 200 movies or whatever, right? So like you have all that IP and all that property and that theme park and all that stuff that you bought when you were rich, right? Usually when you buy a lot of stuff when you become nouveau riche, you generally buy security to take care of it. But here I am looking at some punk-ass kid who was more intelligent than the entirety of all of Disney's security combined. And I think, did you even need security? You should have just hired this kid. If this kid can blow past your security, why aren't you paying the kid? Pay the kid. Don't worry about the security. Fire them. Hire the kid. He obviously has a lot more, he obviously cares a lot more about your security than the security does, or he wouldn't have been able to steal a $300,000 animatronics. Which, by the way, the word animatronic actually really fucking bothers me. It's not a natural word. It doesn't roll off your tongue. It kind of seems like sort of a weird trans Disney psycho crazy Reddit 4chan concept a little bit. Animatronic. That's like a mix of a furry and a robot. I'm sorry, but that's what it really fucking sounded to me when I was like 8. When I was 8 and I heard the word animatronic, I was like, furry robots? When I was like 8 years old, I heard the term animatronic because we were visiting Disney World. And I was like, what's an animatronic? And I get this picture of a transsexual fucking like robot, which is fine. I got no issue with that stuff. I'm not speaking out against trans or robots. I'm just saying animatronic is one of the most weird, constructed, just made up words, kind of like that word in The Simpsons, Quidjabo, right? Which was like the most highest scoring Scrabble word of all time, Quidjabo, right? That's kind of like how I view the word animatronic. That's basically a word that has been like cobbled together between 4 or 5 different concepts to describe basically a transsexual robot. I'm sorry, a furry robot. A transsexual furry robot.
To try and break and restrict.
Which reminds me of the other funny video that I watched in the last couple of days that we're going to watch as well. We got to come to that next. Which is that one time that 4chan launched a... that 4chan launched a what is it? It's kind of funny. Well, it was funny. It actually did suck me in kind of bad. It was like kind of crazy. 4chan's femboy blackmail cult.
If you can't get a girl.
And this is a very funny video. 4chan's femboy blackmail cult, where essentially gay men took over 4chan, blackmailed straight men to wear transgender clothing to the point where they became a femboy blackmail cult. And I know these things don't really make sense when I say them because they're basically weird 4chan nomenclature that never should have left 4chan, but that's kind of what I think. Like when I hear the word animatronic, I think of the word femboy blackmail cult. I think of the phrase femboy blackmail cults when I think of the phrase animatronic. That's basically a furry robot is about as entertaining as femboy blackmail cult is. I'm sorry. And I'm not making fun of these things like they're bad or something, or I don't care. I don't care about trans. I'm not anti-trans. I'm talking about it's gotten kind of crazy that we need words in our modern culture like animatronic, and that a 5-year-old actually might know what that means too.
Areas. He repeatedly stated that if anyone was to follow his instructions and get hurt by going into a place that was clearly labeled restricted by Disney...
This sounds so much like my best friend that it scares me. It sounds to me kind of like when a normie who was raised in a private school goes and takes a summer job at Disney, discovers how sexist the fucking trainers are, and how loose and slipshod their security is, how drunk and stoned all the teenagers are, and how slipshod the managers are, who forms a Reddit culture based around people who work in the back of the Walt Disney World, and then begins to start stealing animatronics, which is just another word for furry robots.
Still Disney's fault, because they made breaking into these areas so easy. If they cared, he said, they would have made it harder for him.
They didn't care. They don't care. They really like that you love them. Trust me, they're like the bad comedian like Howard Stern that values, like literally values the people who hate them more than the people who love them, because the people who hate them like religiously hate watch and hate listen to them all day, right?
He also directly solicited fake name tags and identification for other parks in the area.
Oh no, so his strategy to take over the rest of the park in his animatronic stealing was to make fake hall passes. And you can tell how school this is. It's like a child doing school stuff because he was led into the big world in the big time. Autism kid like me was led into the big world big time and realized that there's no security. A bunch of sexist jackasses who are sexually discriminating against women all the time are in control of everything, and there's no guards, no bodyguards, no chains, no locks, no doors, nothing at all. And so there's really no reason why you can't just stroll up in there and take everything they own, I would say. I mean, there is, it's the law. But I'm not sure Disney themselves would stop you. I think Disney themselves would be like, well, the kids love us so much that they have to steal our product. And we've come to accept this over 50 years, and we're just going to overlook this and just try to smile a happy smile as they steal our robot furry porn.
These name tags to get access to backstage areas.
That looks like robot furry porn sex dolls to me. I'm sorry, but it really does. It looks like the only person who would ever have this much money to spend on this kind of doll wants to have sex with the doll, and it's essentially an animatronic, which is a literal robot furry doll.
Other parks,
I really believe that is a robot furry doll. The kind that you would see in Chuck E. Cheese if Chuck E. Cheese had $1 billion.
Twitter account continued to grow in popularity. His perception of Disney worsened. He openly characterized the corporation as being evil and trying to take...
Yeah, this sounds so much like my best friend, who I love, but who is also fairly naive to the realities of the real world, maybe. He never really had to worry.
His account down unjustly after...
And injustice seems to be a really big issue to these people. But honestly, most of us just think about how they spent $300,000 on robot furry porn. To him, it's like injustice because he's a white knight. And trust me, I spent most of my life as a white knight. And there's nothing quite like being a white knight with your ostrich head in the sand. Yeah, there's nothing quite like it, really. And I really love it. I love seeing white knights in the modern day. But, I mean, a liberal is a conservative who's never been robbed. And when you've been robbed enough, you're just not even a liberal or a conservative anymore. You just call the animatronic furry porn like it actually is. Like it's, like robot furry porn like it actually is. And you just get on with your business of sussing out the world through your own eyes of logic and reality. And you realize that, yeah, this company made a bunch of animatronics, which to me means robot furry porn, to enslave children, meaning adults aged 18 to 37, to steal their animatronics to sell on eBay, and or just basically they're criminals.
For a month, he tweeted, quote, "I decided to try and please Disney by taking down some of..."
Listen to how he talks. I decided to try and please Disney.
Content.
It would please us if you would stop showing the inside of our deepest secrets.
Videos. Now that they have angered me, my videos have been listed as public, and the posting continues. That same day, he tweeted again, saying, "Disney has been..."
I'm going to get off WoW Hardcore now because I'm drunk. And I promised myself that I wouldn't play WoW Hardcore drunk. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get my rested. And I'm not going to play WoW Hardcore drunk. I'm just not going to do that. I actually care about this character. She is 1/4 of the way. She's 1/4 of the way. Like right now today, she reached 1/4 of the way, level 25, right? Because, halfway is level 40. So I'm 25 and I'm like halfway to 40. So halfway is 40. The end is 60. 3/4 is level 50. So I am level 25, which is about halfway. I'm sorry, it's one quarter of the way. I spent 190 hours to get 1/4 of the way to 60. And I promised myself that I wouldn't do hardcore when I was drunk anymore. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something a lot more fun which is, I don't know, Overwatch, I guess. I don't know, something.
Contacting me.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my title here.
Obviously, my identity.
Right now, I am looking at a title of Happy Thanksgiving IOY and the MMO lifestyle. That's very good. It works for me.
Followed by
Disney has been contacting me. No, I would stake my life that Disney did not contact you. I think they might have maybe had their lawyers issue a cease and desist. But I don't think Disney contacted you. Disney did not send you an email saying, "Hello, sir, I would like to strike up a conversation between civilized individuals about something or other," right? That is what contacting you is. What you got is essentially a cease and desist and or a criminal charge and or,
every tweet of mine
threats.
It's printed out and put in a folder. Keep printing, boys. Just another page in your folder. Maybe.
Oh man, Disney is my worst enemy. Kind of like how Microsoft is for me, right? This guy hates Disney the way I hate Microsoft, right? But see, I can kind of forget about Microsoft after ranting for 3 hours. This guy couldn't ever forget.
Instead of watching me, you should be watching your intellectual property that keeps getting stolen by people that are unrelated to me.
By people that are unrelated to me. You shouldn't worry about me. You should worry about what I've stolen. Dr. Evil.
King emoji. His tweet mentioned property being stolen out of the Disney parks, something that hadn't been publicly reported on at the time. Strangely enough, his post coincided with the lead detective.
Look at that funky doghouse. The 80s. You know who came up with this stuff? His name is Keith Haring. At one time, I was involved with, and this is funny, but one time, and I passed the statute on this one so I can talk about this. I was involved with the theft of a Keith Haring painting worth $35,000. One time and one place in my life, about 8 years ago, I was involved in a $42,000 theft of a Keith Haring painting. And I'm not kidding. And I protected my friend on this one. And I justify what my friend did. You could call it grave robbing, but I call it money lying there that the government would steal if somebody else didn't. And the subsequent Keith Haring story, I don't know, incident, I don't know, I would call it an incident. I was involved in an art theft, and I passed the statute of limitations on this one. I was involved in the art theft of a Keith Haring painting, and I wish I was joking, but I'm not. You can tell that I'm not making this up, right? Because I'm not. It's not some crazy thing that I'm trying to troll you or whatever the kids do about lying all the time. I don't lie. This actually happened. I was involved with a $35,000 fucking painting theft that's past the statute, so I can freely talk about it. I love Keith Haring, and I don't know a lot about him, but I know a lot about that painting.
November 26th, but the animatronic.
So this guy can talk about stealing Buzzy from Disney World. I can talk about actually being a high-value art thief. And I can't believe I let my friend convince me on that one. But yeah, we kind of pulled $35,000 once off a stolen piece of art. That was a long time ago. But yeah.
Cranium Command, Buzzy, was said to be stolen, and that the theft would be an inside job. When the investigator followed up with Disney World security staff, they confirmed.
Now, by the way, I was not involved in that. I did not steal anything. All I did was conceal the secret. That's it. I'm talking about, like, I knew it happened, and that's all. That's all the credit I'm willing to take. I'm not guilty on that one. I didn't do that, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I didn't make any money, which was the worst part. I didn't make any money off that. But yeah, kind of once knew an art thief who sold a Keith Haring painting for 40 grand, and yeah.
The animatronic had already...
the takeaway lesson is, kids, don't do drugs.
...been stolen, and they hadn't reported it. At that point, they made an official report writing, quote, "I was working as the Epcot investigator on November 19th, 2018, at approximately..."
I'm the Epcot investigator. I am the rent-a-cop who works at Epcot Center.
10:40, when I was notified by the communications center that an animatronic...
Assistant to the general manager, not assistant general manager. Assistant to the general manager, not assistant manager.
A character was missing from the Wonders building. The character was reported missing by Ron M. of Walt Disney Imagineering. On my arrival, I was unable to find any electrical switches and a used flashlight to view the area. The figure was on a platform that was approximately 7 feet in the air. The electrical connections appeared to be severed and the character was missing. There was considerable fluid in the area that I assume was hydraulic fluid from the character. There was an elevator lift below the platform.
The poor statue was bleeding.
That had power to it. The area is unsecured and open to anyone in the area, and there was a previous incident that the Orange County Sheriff's Department has investigated involving this character. The character was designated to be taken by Disney Archives, and I left a message with them to contact me to see if they may have taken the character without notification. They have not returned my call. The area is a discontinued part of an attraction called Cranium Command that has been closed for several years. None of that information was publicly known at the time, but it seemed that Backdoor Disney, whoever he was either a suspect in the case who had been questioned over the theft, or new information only the thief would know. It wouldn't be until nearly 2 weeks later, on December 21st, 2018, when the Twitter account Dreamfinder Guy would shockingly report that there had been a theft at the Wonders of Life Pavilion. This report was made after Backdoor Disney himself confirmed that the figure had been stolen from the show, and that Disney was looking into him as a possible suspect. People didn't believe the initial tweet, as the concept of someone being able to smuggle a 300-pound large animatronic out of the Disney park seemed far-fetched. Multiple Disney enthusiasts looked into it. Theme Park Tribune put in a FOIA request for the information from the Orange County Police Department.
Yes.
Through that request, he was able to get access...
Pure gold. Me against Disney. Me against Disney in the world.
...to the police report regarding the theft of the clothes in his hands, but not the animatronic itself. Multiple theme park-specific press outlets and the theme park enthusiasts felt that this version of events made the most sense. An urban explorer had likely gone into the Wonders of Life, taken Buzzy's clothes to sell, and the initial report had been a simple miscommunication.
Poor Buzzy. I really like Buzzy, damn it. Poor Buzzy. Why did you have to steal Buzzy, you fucking asshole? Fucking asshole. I don't like this team. It's pretty much the jokiest team that I've ever seen queue up. And I think I'm the only real one here. I'm talking the only real one. So, I guess I carry? Which I don't want to. But I will, if that's what's required for me to play the game. But I don't want to carry these bads. I don't want to do that. But I'll do it.
after the report was made, another urban explorer would go into the pavilion with the express purpose of seeing if the animatronic boy was there, only to find he was missing, and his line had been cut in a haphazard way. The removal looked unprofessional and dangerous, and people began to believe that Buzzy had been stolen out from under Disney. By backdoor Disney's posts, it seemed that he was aware of the theft at least 2 weeks earlier than the public, and had been interrogated by police over the theft, but had somehow proven his innocence. It also seemed that he felt like their suspicion of him was unwarranted, and that they were trying to take him down unfairly due to his social media posts. He would go on to tweet that he was not going to back down to the corporation, that he stood on the side of truth, and that, comically, he was going to fight for his Twitter account until he...
I will fucking fight for this account till I die. I won't be censored. Fuck this idiot who posted this on Facebook. Y'all, I think it's finally ending. If somebody hasn't archived my photos and videos, do it now. You would think if you cared so much about your own work, right? If you cared so much about your own work and the things that you said and the things that you believed and all that, right? You might think that you might have a personal record and you don't need the public to fucking, you know, archive your photos and videos and shit. Maybe you should have a collection of your own work. Just saying. Maybe you should keep your own work, you know? Six and 0. I killed them all.
until he dies. Despite backdoor Disney's attempt to disguise his previous interviews and making sure Disney wasn't seen when he used video and pictures, Disney was able to immediately identify him. Disney security investigators told the police that the man behind the account was an employee named Patrick Spikes, and that he had been taking pictures and videos of backstage areas while at work. The following is an excerpt from his arrest warrant. During the internal investigation, Disney had discovered that Spikes was developing an online social media presence to display these pictures. Spikes created a Twitter account of Backdoor Disney, where he would post backstage photos. A photo posted October 14th, 2018, shows the animatronic Buzzy with clothes still attached. Spikes had photographs of other animatronics that were reported stolen last year on his phone. Detective Jesse Henson and I spoke to Spikes in late November to determine if he had any information on the location of the stolen items. We had also recently learned that the entire Buzzy animatronic was later stolen from the attraction, separately from the clothing. Spikes denied any first-hand knowledge of these thefts, but provided vague information of people we could look into, but would not provide last names or specifics. Spikes stated he would contact us if he heard anything. According to Spikes' tweets, Disney did this in order to shake him down and to get him to close his account. But, given that he had legitimately posted proof that he'd been the last person to enter the Wonders of Life Pavilion before Buzzy was stolen, it made sense as to why he was questioned. On November 19, 2018, the detective in charge of the case was made aware that Spikes had sent pictures to another Disney World employee showing that he had Buzzy's stolen clothing in his possession. This picture also showed a tan backpack, which Spikes had been seen wearing on a number of occasions in the park. Police had the informant text Spikes about the clothing and asked if he had stolen it. Patrick denied that he had stolen the clothing, despite having it, then claimed that the items had been sold for $8,000 by someone else. The next day, Patrick was asked to come to the police station for another interview. This footage was posted by Team Park. Immediately after the officer was in the room, Patrick waved at the security camera in the corner. As seen from his various tweets on the Backdoor Disney account, Patrick seems to believe that he is the main character of a heist movie and an extremely important person overall. He believes that he is being brought in by Disney themselves, but higher-ups at Disney are watching him, just sitting and stewing in the interrogation room, and they're trying to figure out how to pin this caper on him. This is the second interview, the first of which I have to get out of, and given that he's been brought in at the time, you would think he would be a little worried. Question if they had found him at the connected end of the feet, or if he should have brought a lawyer with him, but at least in this moment, he is smug and comfortable.
God damn it. Stupid ass monkey took me through them. Fucking bad tank. At least we won, kind of. I don't know if we won yet. Now we won because he had an alt. I mean, the tank wasn't bad. It was just kind of messy. You guys were all over the place. I had to res the Anna. Please let me reach him. Please don't stand in that. Why are you doing that, you fucking idiot?
The movement is subtle, but as he sits in the interview room, he just took a picture.
It's weird how you started that again. I didn't tell you to. Damn it. Where is everybody? What the fuck? So dumb. want to play like that, huh? Oh, screen's black. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. Overwatch 2 sucks a lot of dick and has for 5 years. I can't do anything about that. I'm so sorry. Thank you for telling me, because it's almost impossible. They've set it. Blizzard set it up so fucking badly that you can't even detect that it's sucking dick. It's like under the hood sucking dick at being a modern client. Overwatch used to be good. Ooh. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't know. I mean, Overwatch is really incompetent. Blizzard's really incompetent. Like, I'm talking like this would have been incompetent back in 2009, and now it's 2023, and they've been incompetent for 17 years. They've been incompetent longer than they've been competent, Blizzard. It's a good way to look at it. Sorry, I can't do anything about it. I mean, I can fix it, but I can't make them have a clue when they design their client or deal with the rest of the world or don't fuck children or any of that stuff that Blizzard does. They have to fuck children, so black screen when you stream. They have to fuck children. I don't know why. They've got to steal breast milk and fuck children and black screen. I don't know why, but they do. It's like in their souls now. Thank you for letting me know. It really means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't like, at the behest of corporate stooges all the time, we wouldn't have black screens, but they steal from us and fuck children. That's who they are. That's what they do. They do this so that children can't stream. I don't think they want the young generation streaming. So they break it in black screen Overwatch. I don't know why. Just incompetence and billion-dollar theft, and should be sued, and the lawyers aren't present and aren't there. Every time I psych out a Junkrat, I get a free win because Junkrats are ruining the game of Overwatch. So if you ruin the Junkrat's mind and you fuck with his mind directly, like I just did, and I said things like, what did I say? I said, Tyre ruins another game, remove Junkrat. Against Tyre from around 5 corners, nah, just remove Junkrat. Not so tough without Tyre, huh? And I just psyched out the Junkrat, and we absolutely took a 15% loss to 100% win. Because Junkrat Tyre is the entirety of what Overwatch is. It's the entirety of the game is based around Junkrat Tyre. Diva Bomb. Blade. 3 ults dominate the entire game. And it's what's wrong with the game. And Junkrat should just be completely rehashed. You gonna play Brig on this one? Definitely. Please do something. Please do some damage, you fucking idiot. You couldn't manage the res. Please manage at least the res. If you're gonna res, at least manage it. Don't fall down the hole. Yeah, I mean, even the team's clowning on you. If you're gonna res, do it right. Jackass. What? Do something, you pussy! You let the Anna tool me 3 feet in front of you, you fucking bad! Do something! There you go. Thank you. You finally did something, hon. And as it is, you're getting 1v forward. Watch her 1v4 you. Yep. Oh my god. You let them have that? You guys are so fucking bad. Get a kill. Oh my god. I mean, they are getting kills. How are we losing this? What do I play here? Let's do a kitty goat. No, I'll do the murder. Who? Where's the fucking... The robot got ran? Yeah, the robot got ran. Wow. Wow. Please do something. What? Please kill Widow. Please kill Widow. Please kill Widow. Fucking idiots. Please kill Widow. No, no. You died 5 times all match because not even the tank killed you. I killed you 5 times. You're the bad Widow. You died 5 times because of me. The rest of my team didn't get a kill on you. And that's why we lost. We didn't lose because we focused on you. We lost because I was the only one who focused on you at all. Get a clue, you fucking bad. And don't open your mouth. I got 5 kills on the Widow. Those piece of shit DPS got 0. 0. You understand? 0 with a big cross in it. I went and looked. They got 0. I killed the Widow 5 times as a Moira. Those DPS did nothing all match. Nothing at all. They got 20 kills that didn't mean shit. Didn't even get 1 point. Not even 1. So yeah, do your fucking job and kill the fucking Widow. It's not that fucking hard. Roll a May and shoot her in the head. It's not that fucking hard. Go Reaper right to her. You know? 4 years ago, I had more of a clue than you guys who have thousands of hours on me. 4 years ago, I had such a better clue than you. I still do. I don't know what to run here. Probably the Mercy. What? Come on, man. The one-shots are bullshit. You're telling me she was firing through the dragon tail. Killed me by mistake. She killed me by mistake. Come on, man. She killed me by mistake. You and your fucking bullshit modern Twitch games. So bullshit. They kill you by mistake more than they do on purpose. So disgusting. Hanzo straight face tanking this. And we lost this. Mercy win. Yeah. Woo. Ah, I can move. Why can't I suddenly move? There was nothing on me. He caught the dynamite from around the corner and one-shot me. Whatever, man. Oh my god, do something. Ooh.
I think that's the first time he healed me all game for the thing.
That's twice the kills you do. Double the heals, triple the skill.
You got no skill, buddy. You're not right.
With your 2 kills, with your 2 kills, 2 kills, yeah, go ahead. Keep talking. 2 kills in 25 minutes. Reality hurts.
Bro, your character points and clicks. You're trash.
2 kills, you still can't get it. Keep going. Nope, nope. Still can't get it. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Bye. I mean, he had 2 kills. He got to 9 by the end of the game. After 30 minutes, he got to 9 kills. Yeah. But he sat 2 kills for the first 22 minutes of it. So when I hit him with it, he cried and left the game. And I said it, didn't I? I said, reality hurts, doesn't it? As I did triple the kills as him. He didn't do any heals, and I got 10k. I got triple the kills as him. I got 10k heals. I was the top healer in the match. And he was like, you haven't healed me this entire time. And I was like, nah, man. 2 kills per 25 minutes. And I embarrassed him in front of fucking 4 people. I was like, yeah, sorry. But I mean, reality hurts, doesn't it, bro? Reality hurts you hard, bro. You suck so much dick, you got 2 kills per 25 minutes, bro. Man, did you get those 2 kills by mistake? Because I got 24 to your 9. And so I think your 9 kills were by mistake. I think those were your alt kills that you didn't aim, that just hit anyways. Yeah, if you can't take the heat, get your ass out of the kitchen. And he did. His ass got out of the kitchen. He left. He didn't say another word. He was like, wait, this guy's absolutely right. He's got 10,000 heals. I've got 0. He's got 24 fucking kills. I've got 9. I've got 19 deaths. He's got 4. And I'm totally wrong. And when he realized it, he bowed the fuck out and got out of the kitchen like he should have. Like he should have. As I do 5 times his numbers on a class that's double the difficulty. And reality in these dumb motherfuckers, that doesn't mix very often. Reality in these guys, they don't mix. Oh, ooh. But I mean, that's my whole generation. There are a bunch of idiots who can't even step to children. They'll get slaughtered by children. A bunch of lions who think they're lambs. A bunch of lambs who think they're lions. Who can't even step to children without failing 24 deaths and then blaming the healer.